So this program is only for parents and for medical professionals who work with children who may have a little bit of trouble with the physical mobility and be suffering or struggling with physical challenges. I've spent the last 20 plus years working with families who are looking for solutions, looking for answers, trying to figure out how they can do the best for their child who is having some sort of struggle. You know, it is estimated that 5% of all children have trouble with mobility and need some extra help. And while we are talking about millions and millions of kids around the world, it's still only 5%. And so many parents feel very isolated and confused about how to get answers and how to get solutions. They may be having trouble standing or walking, or perhaps having weak and floppy muscles, or loose joints, or very stiff and rigid muscles, and sometimes joints and limbs that are pushing into a deformed position. As an orthotist, I have seen challenges that range from the extremely mild to the extremely complicated. All children are going to respond a little bit differently to the support that we provide as well. And so what we have to do is make sure that we're evaluating the function after the orthosis is provided and making sure that it is doing exactly what it needs to do for that child. And if it's not, there are things that you can do as a parent and that the medical professionals can help make sure happen in order to make sure that that child is getting what they need. There are many common patterns that we see with children, and there are solutions available to help them. So if you found this site looking for guidance or help figuring out what might be going on and how you can help your child, you have come to the right place. As a pediatric orthotist, I've had the opportunity to work with thousands of children and families, both in the United States and internationally. Children with hundreds of different diagnoses and conditions. I sit down with parents and I try to explain to them what is going on with their child, what physically might be happening with the alignment of the bones and the joints and how the muscles are working or not working, and helping them to understand what might be going on and how we can best help. So when bracing is done, when orthotic bracing is needed for a child, it must be tailored specifically for the needs of that child. And every child is different. Every phase of development is different. So even the same child at a year old will be different at 18 months and 2 years and 3 years and so on. And I have put this course together in order to provide information so that the entire community can sort of have a very foundational baseline understanding of what we can hope to achieve, how and why certain things should be addressed when children are struggling and when having delays, how to handle issues that arise, such as discomfort, making sure that we're correcting alignment properly and placing and helping to assist the children to have the best ideal position for their needs at that moment. Creating pediatric orthotics is really an artful science. It's an artsy science. If you go see one orthotic provider in a certain location, you may get something completely different than another facility. And one of those might work great and one of them might not work at all. My specialty is assessing specific challenges and then choosing or creating the right assistive strategies to help that child work through and manage the difficulties that they're having. With this course, I hope to provide you with better topics to discuss and better questions to ask while you are working with your child's medical team. And through explanations and examples, I want to give you a baseline understanding of the specific physical challenges that your child might be facing, as well as the options and strategies available to help them. I've spent the last 20 plus years helping children with mobility challenges learn to take their first steps, make standing and walking easier or less painful, and also to help them prevent deformity as they grow. So after years and years of explaining these challenges and solutions to thousands of parents, and knowing that there continues to be so many parents out there who are struggling and striving to get the information they need to help their kids, I have put this course together to cover topics like understanding delays, muscle tone, and joint mobility, understanding bone and joint alignment and its effects on function, demonstration and explanation of all types of bracing, from simple inserts that you can obtain yourself to highly complex systems that can help stabilize all parts of the human body. In addition, when you join this mobility course, Pediatric Rehab Lab also gives you access to our private Facebook group where you will be able to ask questions, explore ideas, and find community with other parents who are experiencing the same challenges and working through the same problems. My goal with this course is to increase the base level of understanding about improving function, preventing deformity, and helping to facilitate proper development. We can then create some ground-up progress by asking better questions, by making better suggestions within the medical community, and hopefully even raise the level of understanding everywhere. Thank you so much for joining. Please share this link with caregivers or medical professionals who can help make a difference in a struggling child's life. I'll see you on the inside.